people, preppers and homesteaders. Today I thought I'd show you what I'm up to. Haven't done a video for a while, sorry about that. It's been a busy summer. This is a raised bed, 4x8 raised bed that I had my potatoes planted in this year. And I'm trying to get better about planting cover crops. And so what I've done here is I planted dwarf gray sugar pea in this box after I planted the potatoes to try to reduce the weeds and that type of thing. I don't know if these peas are going to have time to mature. It's October 8th today. You know, I could technically have snow anytime. But the peas do a great job of putting nitrogen back in the dirt. And if it does snow and cover these up, you know, it's just green manure for my box. Now next year, my carrots are going to go here. I'll rotate the potatoes to a different box. And so I wanted to make sure some nutrients got put back in the soil so the carrots have a good space to grow. But then I looked at some of my notes and realized that one of the techniques I wanted to try was growing a row facing west of garlic, and then the row to the east of that being carrots. The garlic comes up early in the spring, gets pretty tall, and it creates a little bit of shade for the carrots. And if you've tried to plant carrots before, you know that one of the enemies of getting your carrot seeds to germinate is the soil drying out too soon. So what I'm doing here, you can see if I walk over this way, you can see that I have cleared this end row about 1 foot wide of the peas, and I did not pull the peas out of the ground. I just snipped them off at the base, and I'm leaving that root in the ground because that root contains the little nodules of nitrogen that I want to be in the ground. And I'm going to go ahead and plant garlic in this end here. Then I will skip 1 square foot, 4 feet long, and snip another row and plant garlic there. And I'll just skip every row along there, every other row, and put the garlic in. Now, the garlic that I bought this year, I'm so excited. This is seed garlic from a local garlic grower, and you can see how huge these bulbs are. And seed garlic is nothing more than the biggest and best bulbs from a crop. And so I was told that, and I've planted garlic before, but you know, you can always learn something from somebody who all they do is grow garlic. And so I was told that you're going to stick your finger in the ground all the way up to your knuckle here, and that's how deep you plant the cloves. You plant with the pointed end up and the blunt end down. And these boxes, you can see I've got a little nail marker here, and I've got my string. So this is 1 foot here, and it's 1 foot to this nail here. So in each square foot, I will plant 9 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and I'll be back with you to show you what that looks like in a minute. And one note on these peas is, you know, what do I do with the pea vines that I'm cutting down? I simply feed them to the rabbits, and they think they're delicious, and they're happy to get them. So we'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back. I've got the second row cleaned out here, clipped off, and fed to the rabbits. And I just wanted to show you a good example of why I leave the roots in the ground. This is one that I pulled out. Can you see those little white things that look like little pieces of rice or little balls? Those are the nitrogen nodules. So you can see that just in a few months they have put quite a bit of nitrogen in the ground. Nature is an amazing thing. So I just wanted to show you that, and again, we'll be back when the whole project is done. It's a beautiful thing. So I forgot to tell you guys the types of garlic that I bought from this farmer that just grows nothing but garlic up here in my area. So the stuff that I planted before, that I showed you before, is called music. And if you look these up, you know, music, like the notes, like iTunes. And anyway, if you look these names up, you'll be able to see what their characteristics are. But let me just go through these with you. This one here is called Rosewood. And you can see it's got a little bit of a pink tint to it. Looks to have 4 or 5, typically 4 cloves, I think, per head. This one is called Purple Glazer. Excuse me, this way. Purple Glazer. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks to have 6 heads. It's also got a bit of a purple tint to it. And then this last one is called Tibetan, as in Tibet. Tibetan Purple. And it looks to have 5 or 6 cloves in it as well. So excited to get these in the ground. Be excited to give them a taste next year and report back to you on them, but we'll see you in a minute. So these are some of the peas that I've been cutting out of that space. Let's walk on over to the rabbit pen and feed some to the rabbits. I'll bet you we've got some hungry customers right behind here. Yep, here we go. Hey guys, check it out. It's kind of hot today for October. It's 73 degrees out. They're kind of napping, but once they all figure out what's in there, you can see that they will chow down on that stuff. I need to get these guys out into a bigger cage. They're kind of outgrowing this space. We'll probably do that today. But there they go. Munch, munch, munch. One of their favorite treats. We'll see you in a minute when we get the whole project done. Okay guys, garlic planting is all done. So you can just see that I went every other row here, leaving the peas intact, which will be where the carrots go next year. And like I say, I planted the cloves, 9 cloves to a square foot. So that's 3 across, 3 down, and then spaced accordingly from there. So from left to right, we have music, Tibetan Purple, Rosewood, and Purple Glazer. And I think I forgot to mention that these are all Hardneck garlic styles. So what you get is, you know, 4 or 5 or possibly 6 big cloves. They're good keepers. I don't think they keep quite as long as the soft neck garlic, but you can just find some amazing varieties. And you know, it just does your heart good to plant garlic in the fall, because it's the first thing that comes up in the spring. In fact, you kind of forget about it, and when it comes up you go, oh yeah, I remember planting that. And it just, you know, kind of gets the season started off, you know, on a happy note. One thing I might add is that this Tibetan Purple, even though it was a hardneck garlic, you start busting it apart and there's, you know, 5, 6, 7 cloves, and some of them are really small. You know, you get about 4 good plantable cloves out of each bulb. The music was the same. Excuse me, the music was better. It didn't have any small ones. It just had really large bulbs. The Rosewood had really large bulbs, no small ones. The Purple Glazer, it did have some small ones as well. So it had, you know, 6 or 7 or 8 cloves, even though it was a hardneck style. So anyway, garlic planting in the fall, and it's not too late in most parts of the country. If you're living up north, you can probably just get it in within the next week or so. If you live somewhere warmer, you probably got a while. But anyway, plant some garlic. It'll do your heart good in the spring. If you like this kind of thing, subscribe, share, like the video, and make some comments as to what you think about garlic planting and what varieties you plant. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on this garden box here. As you know, I planted garlic here last fall, and I just wanted to give you an update. It's April 9th right now, and you can see how far this beautiful garlic has come along. And as you know, I planted it in every other row. Just take a look at how far that garlic's progressed. There was snow on the ground this morning, probably about 2 inches, and it doesn't affect the garlic whatsoever. Very cold hardy, just like any other bulb. One of the first things to come up. Now you can see the size difference in this variety. I think this was the Music, and this one you can see that it's just a little more of a delicate plant, and this is a little more robust. And I'll try to put some captions as to what varieties these are. And then you can see this last one here on the end. So yeah, the garlic has progressed nicely. I have planted carrots in every other row, like I said I was going to do. Haven't seen them sprout yet. We did have some snow and stuff. I'm not sure if I was a little too early on that, but carrot seeds are plentiful and cheap, so we can always replant if we need to. But anyway, that is the result. And if you remember, I left those nitrogen fixed roots from the peas in there. And you can see there's very little weeds in there. And so that cover crop did its job, keeping the weed seeds out of there. Anyway, it just looks beautiful. And I just love it when the garlic comes up. And this will be ready probably, I'm thinking, towards the end of June, maybe even a little sooner. It's so far along. But anyway, that's the final result of that garlic project. So just thought I'd give you guys an update on that, and enjoy what you're doing. And I hope you guys are doing all you can to forge your own freedom and to live life on your terms. If you haven't subscribed already, we'd love you to subscribe and share this video, and feel free to comment. And we love getting involved in the community. I sure appreciate you guys for watching, and for this community and the way it's building, and everything that this YouTube community has done. It's my pleasure to share these things with you, and I hope that we bring some value into your life. Anyway, that's all for now. Have a super day. Bye now.
I feel it in my knees. I'm doing what I please, sing it like that. I'm liking who I am, I'm doing what I can. I'm loving who I get to spend my weekends with.